I'm going to redo this video. I did a review of this probably about a month ago, but the volume was so low, or I wasn't talking loud enough. It was honestly my first video, so I didn't know what I was doing. But I'm going to try and do this again, try and do it right, and try not leave nothing out. This is the Giantex twin tub portable washer spinner from Amazon. It has a 10-pound wash capacity and a 6-pound spinner capacity. Not a dryer, a spinner. It spins out 90% of the water. It is a little damp when you get done, and I'll explain that later. Right now, I just checked, it's $129.99 free shipping from Amazon, and in all my videos I explain why I buy on Amazon, if there's any questions at all, and even on this one I see 30 days to return it for any reason at all. Send you a prepaid label through your mail, print it, send it back, no questions. They might ask you why you're sending it back, but it could be anything. Anyway, so the thing with this is it does not have a motorized pump to pump the water out, so it's fed on gravity. What that means is the hose on the side has to be lower than the machine in order for it to drain it out, and the hose is on the side over here. If I can just, there's a hose over here, and this is not working very well. Right here, there's a hose where I'm holding it, and it clips up, just hooks up here. But when you drop it, like so, the water will start draining out. You have to have it on drain for it to drain out, but it does. And I'll explain that in a minute. It has 2 water inlets, one with the washer and one over the spinner. They give you this handy dandy little hose thing that you can clip to your faucet or whatever, but you're going to have an adapter to do it. You can put it. This is the spinner, it spins out the clothes, and you can pump a little water in it while draining. And this is where the wash goes in. And in the spinner, you can see where the water comes out, this little thingy out here. But it is kind of a pain hooking up, so I found an easier way. And this goes over the clothes when you spin it, I guess, to hold them down. And I honestly don't use this as much. But anyway, see if I can see everything here. Okay, so here we have the washer, and it can go up to 15 minutes, and I honestly never go 15 minutes unless it's absolutely filthy. I usually go about 9, and I could even go less. It has 2 settings. It has normal settings, spins, agitates pretty well, and a soft for delicates. And then it has a drain setting, which you don't want that on when you're filling because the water's just going to drain out. Okay, so anyway, and it has a spinner that will only operate when both doors are down, and that goes up to 5 minutes. If you leave out 5 minutes, it's going to spin out a lot of stuff. And the washer will run with the door up, which is kind of cool, so you can kind of see what's going on. And this is another thing that I kind of found out. There's a little clip here. It's usually pretty easy to get out, like so. And it catches the lint, as you can see. And it works very well. I usually change it quite a bit. It just clips back up in there, like so. And like I said, 10 pounds, 6 pounds. So it can do 2 pairs of large jeans fairly well. I have dumped in 3 pairs of like 32 32s. I don't like to do that because I think it's a little rough on the machine. And anyway, the spinner, if you have a full load, and the spinner takes about 1/3. So it's like you're figuring if you got a full load, you're probably gonna have to spin it 3 separate times. Okay, but anyway, getting back to how you fill it and everything. Yeah, you can use the hose and all that, and but I found an easier way, a lot easier way. Oh, and if you have a way to hook it up where the washer is higher than the bottom of the hose down here, that'll be fine. You're not going to have any problems. You got to have a place to drain it. But a lot of people, I found, just put it in the tub because the clearance of the bottom is probably 1.5 inches, 1 3/4, and it looks like everything's sealed down there, so it doesn't look like it. You have any problem at all as far as electricity because the plug goes plenty up and over the tub, and if you're really that worried about it, when you're filling it, I guess you could. I guess there really is no way. Just I guess don't put it in the tub if you don't want it that way. But anyway, this is the easiest way to do it. Very easy way to do it. And what I was doing, fast way to do it, I was going down to Walmart and I got like a 5-gallon bucket and I filled up twice really quick and dump it in there. And for the sake of video, I got a bucket ready. But here's the way I do it all the time. Take the good old handy dandy. Hopefully you have a shower head that has, that you can take off. And you put it in there, and then you can fill it there, and you can rinse it there, which is really easy because then you don't have to mess with anything. For the sake of video, I'm hopefully going to grab that bucket and we start. And I'm going to throw in, let's see how many shirts. 1, 2, 3, 4 to start. I know I've done 7 easy. The men's large. So I'm going to dump some, hopefully reach over and not knock the camera down. And besides, it gets a little loud when you're trying to film and fill it. Anyway, I'll start it that way. And then, like I said, you can add water. And as I said, make sure you don't have the set to the drain, which would be to the right, opposite in the left because I'm filming. But anyway, I have it on normal, have the hose up, hooked up. I'll show you that in a minute. But the thing that I found out that really helped is liquid fabric softener is a must. And you hang it out, anything, I don't care, the cheap stuff, I don't care. The liquid fabric softener, your clothes will be actually softer than doing them in a washer and dryer. You can hang it on the rack like I always do. And the thing that I do like about this, the thumbs up on it, is you can control the soap, you control the temperature of the water, you can control time, obviously. You got more control over what you're doing. It doesn't take a lot, so I'm just going to use a little Tide. I use about maybe 1/3 of what I'm supposed to, not much. Depends upon, you can see how much you're going to need, because as if the clothes are dirty, there's less sites I notice, so then I add a little bit more. That's the nice thing, you have a lot of control. And right now I'm going to shut this down and let's see if we can see anything, get a better view. Now, as I said, it does work with the lid up or the lid down. I started with the lid down, but and it's loud, as you can see, it's loud. And I'm going to lift it up, and hopefully you can see. And look at that. It is really spinning away. And as I said, liquid fabric softener, a must. You don't care if you put it in with the wash. I don't care if you put it in the rinse water. If they put it in the rinse water, it doesn't matter. If sometimes I'm in a hurry and I don't want to forget. I throw it in with the soap. Clothes, they actually smell better than if I do them in the washing machine. Plus, you have the thing of it is, this is so convenient. You can do it anytime. It is a little loud. You might not want to do it if your partner's sleeping. If your girlfriend's sleeping, it might not be a good thing. But it saves money. It's $2.50 a pop here for a one wash and one dry, and $129.99. You know, and I think at this point I've had a little over 9 months, so I've saved quite a bit of money. Yeah, you obviously can't do everything in it. I don't. I just do a lot of my work clothes, stuff that that I really want to have more control. But you can see it really does work. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't put much soap in there either. I know these aren't that dirty. But here, I'm going to drain it now. I think you've seen, Nancy, you can do it up and down. And that's only going to agitate for maybe a minute and a half, maybe a minute. I'm just going to shut it off. I hope you can see this. I'm going to drop the hose. Good. And put it on drain. And you can see it's coming out. Yeah, really good. You don't have to do anything. It doesn't have to agitate, it doesn't have to spin, it doesn't have timer on. It's gravity fitted, just like pulling the plug in a sink. It drains out. So the next step would be after it drains, I usually take my shower head and I'll spray it down as it's draining out the last suds. Fill it up again and agitate it for maybe a minute and see if there's much soap in the water. If there isn't, then I'm good to go. And just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to try and spin them because, look at all that soap. Let me grab the shower head first, see if I can't Get some of that out of there before I start. At least get some of it out before I spin. Okay. And I'll explain about the spinner in a minute. Like I said, it is not a dryer, but it really takes a lot of the water out. It's really, like I said, 90, and I am kind of conservative. Actually, it's more than 90%. You can see, can you see it? Okay. Let's get this over here. Okay, it's soaking wet, obviously. One, I'm going to throw, let's see how many I can throw in there. A little soap in that one, too. Soaking wet, 3, not a little bit of soap. But you can see, I really don't have that many. I could probably go one more even, easy. But for the sake of this video, I'm only going to do 3. This will only run with this down. They both have to be down. I'm not going to put, I never put that little thingy plastic over it because I never need it. 1 to 5 minutes. It's going to adjust itself. It might take a second. And if it doesn't adjust itself, like right now, it's not. It's locked down, so I'm going to hold the lid. See, just kind of shoot it around. See, that's all it took. See, once it gets spinning, it's very, very quiet. When it has a little weight on the washer side, it kind of holds the machine down. You can kind of see it's not doing nothing. As you get towards the end, if you have one last load, sometimes it'll be a little bit of a vibration because there's nothing on the left side, the washer side, to hold it down. But now I'm gonna let it go. I'll try a minute. It's gonna be close to 2 minutes, hopefully. But anyway, very happy with it for that much money. The downside is it doesn't dry. It does not dry. I moved to an apartment, so my only other option is to get a towel rack, or there are portable dryers. They're pretty expensive that you can buy for an apartment, but I opted just to get a towel rack. I'm sorry, not a towel rack, clothes rack. Another one I'll link up to Amazon. Get as many bars as you can. And I'm not sure on mine, I think I got probably about 15 bars, and I can get quite a few clothes on there, but as far as t-shirts like this, I'd say within 8 to 10 hours they should be dry, or really close. And I'm not exaggerating. Jeans obviously are going to be at least a day, but they do come out there. They're not stiff. Towels don't come out stiff. Jeans don't come out stiff. The shirts, and they actually smell out there. I don't know if it's because you're dealing with a smaller load or what, but they really smell nice. They really smell nice. And okay, I think we've been maybe, I'm guessing about 2 minutes. Hold up again, as you can see. I'm going to put this down because I want to show you something. Hopefully I can do this without. Now you can see this is one of the shirts that just came out, and you can see it's look at, it's literally damp. It's like spotted. Okay, then here's what I always do. Now look at, I got it doubled up. Maybe I can get something out of it. Let me get a better view here so you can see it. Okay, there. That's what I did on the last video. I didn't get anything out of it. The green one. And see, look at it. And I am not shitting you. I am twisting hard. And there is no, you cannot see one drop of water coming out of this. Nothing. That's how dry they are. Literally how dry. And I don't even want to, really, damp is kind of actually an overstatement. It's really, it's almost like somebody spritzed it with a water bottle. This is what it looks like when it comes out. Think about if I would have left it for 5 minutes. This was 2 minutes. Jeans I always leave for 5 minutes. I always like to get as much out. Sometimes I even go 2. Just, I don't know. You can see they're barely damp. Not exaggerating. Anyway, let's throw these back in. It's the only thing. There it goes again. The only thing is, the bad thing obviously is it doesn't come out dry. So there are steps, but the good thing is you can do it at midnight. You can do it whatever. You can do it wherever. You don't have to go to the laundromat. Don't have to quarters. So as far as performance, what it does, I would rate it a 4.5 out of 5. I don't think anything is perfect, but this is really good. I mean, I haven't had any problems with it the whole time I had it. It's performed really well. Very simplistic to run. Oh, a set of instructions. It's like I said, okay, maybe a 4.2 because you have to set it in a tub, or you have to have a big enough bathroom where you could set it up on a stand higher than the tub, run the hose down to the tub, and then you have to run a water line to it. So, I mean, this is, it weighs, I'm guessing, I don't know the weight, maybe 20 pounds empty. So it's not hard to lift in and out. Anybody could lift it in and out of the tub. It's really easy. It seems pretty durable for $129. You're going to save a lot of money at the laundromat. I don't think there's anything else I can say about this other than, like I said, it has normal and soft, and I never really tried the soft cycle. I don't know if I can do this with nothing in it, but I'll try. Might not run, no water in it. Oh, well, it'd help if I had the timer on. You really can't see, but it's still spinning at a pretty decent speed, but it seems like maybe it's taking a few breaths in between. Think that's all to wrap it up. I wanted to make sure you could hear. The only key points, like I said, tub, absolutely fabric softener, liquid fabric softener. I don't care if you put it in with the soap. I don't care if you put it in with the rinse. That is a must. Your clothes will smell so nice. They will not be stiff. They will be very soft, just like you took, better than if you took them laundromat. And that's honestly my opinion. I guess there's nothing else I can say, but I'll link it up to the bottom. $129.99 when I last checked at Amazon. You get it. You don't like it, you can ship it back. My suggestion, though, it will come in a big box with banding. I would be very careful if you open it. If you're on the fence on this, cut the strapping carefully, or somehow get it where you could strap it back together, or you probably honestly tape it back together, but keep the box. Always keep the box. If you're any doubt, hesitation on Amazon, keep the box. Keep the box. All you do is, and they'll always tell you, like on this one, all the stuff I ordered. In fact, this one I even seen, it says you have 30 days, you have till blank day to return it. And I have returned things, and actually I've gotten stuff that somehow twice I got stuff I didn't even order. I don't even know how that does. But then you just go to, to file return or whatever. They'll have a button you can click, and it'll ask you why. And there's so many reasons. It doesn't really matter. They don't care. It could be just I changed my mind, whatever. And then what they do is they send you into your email that you have registered with Amazon a PDF of the return labels. Very easy. You just click on your printer, you print it, you tape it with clear tape onto the box, and send it back. And that's about it. Anyway, like I said, no, this ran way too long. Thanks for watching my video.